Come on, children. How are you? Hope all of you are doing fine. Come on. In the second video, we are going to continue the history chapter 3, the ruling the countryside. It was realized that countryside could not yield revenue, it also grow crops that Europe required. So British realized that they can grow crops in India, which is useful in for Europe. Started with 18th century, the idea was growing opium and indigo. Later, they started growing jute in Bengal, tea in Assam, sugarcane in United Province, now in Uttar Pradesh, wheat in Punjab, cotton in Maharashtra and Punjab, rice in Madras. Many of this came as a plantation crop like wheat and cotton, which were demand in Europe. High demand for indigo, Indian indigo. Indigo is a kind of blue dye used in Morris prints in 19th century. Britain cultivated in India and India was biggest supplier of indigo in the world at the time. Now indigo is in synthetic form. You do not know real indigo that prevalent during that time. We see in this lecture how indigo form, process and formation, why indigo is in high demand. This indigo crop is unique because only it's grow in the tropical countries. Tropical countries are the countries are close to equatorial zone 0 degree to 23 degree above the tropical. They vote another plantation. This grow in the area of northern Italy, southern France and Germany and Britain was alternate and substitute for indigo. How they pressurized to ban the indigo? However, few years it happens, but later on in 17th century was relaxed and finally you had the cultivation that was seen throughout the world. French started cultivating in Domingo, Caribbean, Portuguese in Brazil, the English in Jamaica. Children, this indigo require huge labor force. Most of it was kind of forced labor in the form. It was also started in the part of North America when it was in West Indies and America collapsed for a variety of reasons. This production was going by African slave taken away then, and in 1972 French colonies totally abolished slavery, and as a result these African slaves not working on the plantation and there was the rebellion, and finally they did not hurt any person working for the indigo plantation and the plantation was no more into existence. Therefore, they found India has a good ground for growing indigo. Now in India, in 18th century, if we look into 1788, 30% indigo export from India increased to 91% in 1820. So what was idea of the company? Idea of British East India Company was to more invest in indigo so that you have more plantation. Even many officers who were employed, they left their job and started working in indigo plantation and purchased land for the indigo cultivation. Indigo cultivation, two system, niche and royalty. This indigo cultivation comes under two ways. One is niche and another is royalty. Niche cultivation was a kind of very meager cultivation, only 25%, and the remaining as royalty. This niche was on your own land. If I have land, I will do indigo plantation. I will hire the employee. All the cultivators would work for me. Next was niche. Was most of this plantation was in densely populated area, so there was small scattered plot that could be seen. They were trying to bring this plot close to the indigo plantation, and one biga required two plots. Investment and maintenance was big issue. Royalty system. Royalty system was the cultivation on the planter's own land. All the roids and cultivators had to sign a contract which was known as satta. Under this contract, they not got cash advance at low interest and they had a loan committed to them cultivate indigo on at least at 25% of the land. Planters used to give the instrument and cultivators used to till the soil, prepare the soil, sow the seed and finally harvest the indigo which would went to the indigo factory. Again the price was very low as compared to the international market and therefore lot of indigo was exported from India during that time. Still indigo suffers huge problem. The roots of the indigo go deep exhaust the fertility of the soil. If the soil once had the indigo plant not useful for cultivation of rice, that was the major fight they had to see, and as a result, many of the local cultivators not interested in growing in. How does indigo manufacturing take place? First, vat beater leaves stripped of the indigo plant were the first soaked in warm water in a vast for several hours. Liquid began to boil and rotten leaves were taken out. Liquid was drained into another vat that was placed just below the first vat. Second, vat or beater vat solution was continuously stirred and beaten with paddles. It burned green and then blue. Lime water, water called and indigo was separated out. It flakes. A muddy sediment settled, cut bottom and clear liquid rose to the surface. So the liquid was drained off and sediment, the indigo pulp transferred to another vat known as the setting vat and then pressed and dried for sale. Here in the figure, you can see the last stage of production, workers stamping and cutting the indigo pulp that has been pressed and molded. In the background, you can see the worker carrying out away the blocks of drying. Last topic of the chapter, the Blue Rebellion and after. In 1859, Riots rebelled to grow indigo, didn't pay rent to planters and attacked indigo planters. Those who worked for planters were socially boycotted and Gomatas, agent of planters who came to collect rent, were beaten up. Indigo system was oppressive. Riots had support of local zamindars and village headmen and fought with lathias, lathi wielding strong men maintained by the planters. Britishers now worried about rebellion after 1857 when the news spread of a simmering revolt in the indigo districts. The lieutenant government toured the region in the winter in 1855. Worried by the government, set up Indigo Commission to inquire into the system of indigo production. After the revolt, indigo production collapsed in Bengal. When Mahatma Gandhi returned from South Africa, a peasant from Bihar visited a peasant from Bihar persuaded to visit Champaran. Mahatma Gandhi visit in 1917 and marked the beginning of the Champaran movement against the indigo plantation. So this is now the conclusion of our chapter. So after watching this video, read the chapter. Till then, goodbye. Inshallah, we'll meet in the next video. Thank you and have a nice day.